Hello. Happy Tuesday. Very excited to be here and to see you. So I hope you're all doing well. And it is fantastic when you can join in. So whether you're joining in live or whether you're watching the replay, I love to have connection time with you. So my name is Genevieve Coe, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And I like to just share what I'm stamping, and I love to share with you. So I run classes. I do Facebook Lives every Tuesday. You'll see different posts, different offers, all that sort of thing, because I love sharing stamping with others. And I have to admit, I love doing it myself. So, um, when I started as a demonstrator, I didn't actually intend to demonstrate anything. And because it's not obligated from the company that we have to demonstrate the product, but we're called demonstrators for a reason. And so I think it's because our product is really fun to show and show how to use it. And so that's what my Tuesday Lives are about. It's about telling you what's going on in my Stampin' for Fun Craft Cave, what's going on in my business. I have a lot of exciting things to share with you. And as well, I always stamp at least one card. And I have an ongoing offer that if you place an online order, you actually receive the card packets for the cards that I'll be creating in the following month. So if you place a minimum $60 order on my online store, then you can receive a 4-card. It's basically like getting a free card class in the mail. You get that absolutely free, which I mail out the beginning of the following month, and you'll have the cards that I'll be stamping the following month. So several of you placed online orders in December and qualified for the free kit for January. So if you want to stamp along, your kit should have arrived. I did mail it. Gosh, it might have been more than a week ago. So hopefully you got it and you can stamp along. Or I know sometimes some people like to hold on to it and do it all at the end, whatever you want. You should have received the tutorials as well, so that you don't have to watch the video. You can just stamp on your own time. So that's a little perk that I give to those of you who see what you love, see what I'm stamping, and choose to do some shopping with me. I appreciate your support and choosing to use my online store. And that's my way of saying thank you. Okay, so a few announcements and then we'll dive into stamping. We should all know by now, in case you didn't know, Saleabration is on. And Saleabration is a special promotion. It's only January and February, and then it's gone. So I just don't want you to miss it. I want you to get your free gift. There's a free gift for everybody. You get one free gift for every $60 spend. There are some gifts that are for $120 spend. You can mix and match as your order increases. You could get 2 of the $120 spends and 1 of the $60 spends, or like depending how large your order is, you can pick. And the gifts are exclusive to Saleabration. And so you don't want to miss out on them. They're only while supplies last. And it only happens for this month, January and February. So you'll see some cards. You'll see a card that I'm stamping today that uses some Saleabration product. So you can get excited about that. If you have any questions about Saleabration, if you've never enjoyed Saleabration with me before, feel free to just message me, and I'm happy to give you a little VIP message chat. We can chat back and forth and make sure you understand all the perks, because there's perks for shopping, there's perks for hosting, there's perks for joining my amazing team. I love my Team S.T.I.C stampers. We have so much fun together. We have exclusive events, we have swapping, we've got so much talent on the team, we've got creative challenges. I would love Saleabration is a beautiful time to enter my team, because Stampin' Up! Is giving you the opportunity to join the Stampin' Up! Family for only $135, no shipping, and you get to choose $225 worth of product. And if you want, you can add on the cutest little mini cut and emboss machine for an additional $40 more if you want. You don't have to add on the machine if you don't want to. You can just choose $225 of whatever you want all your favorites from the catalog, but you're only paying $135, and you get the best part, which is being part of the Team S.T.I.C stampers and being part of our creative community and part of the greater Stampin' Up! Creative community as well. So I would love to have you join. The link is in the description. You can join anytime, or you can just message me and say, hey, I've got a couple questions and I'm happy to help you. I ended up joining many years ago. It's been over 15 years. I joined because it was a great deal, and then discovered that I liked sharing it with others, and I was happy to share it with others too. So that's why I'm here and stamping and having a lot of fun. Okay, other announcements. Bingo registration is technically closed. Of course, once I get talking a lot, then my throat goes funny, and I forgot to get my mug of water next to me. So here's hoping I don't go into like this dry thing from when I get all excited. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so technically bingo is closed. My packets are all prepped and ready. Okay, if you already registered for bingo and you don't want to see what your packet looks like and your little treat inside, just close your eyes. Okay, but I do have one or two extra packets. Okay, so we're going to make 4 cards at our Stampin' Bingo. It's really a stamping class, but we call it Stampin' Bingo for fun because we do play some rounds of bingo for some fun prizes. And so don't look if you don't want to see, if you registered and you don't want to see, but just to tempt you, if you really want to register and forgot or whatever, I do have 2 packets left. If you need them shipped, just let me know. There is an additional charge for that, but look at the cards we're going to make. Normally I do 3 cards in bingo, Stampin' Bingo night, but we're doing 4 because it's a new catalog and I just couldn't help myself. We're using the Fancy Flora Suite and the new Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. Can you see how pretty these cards are? I am so excited to stamp them at the end of this month. It's on January the 27th. If you're local, we get to do it right here in the craft cave. I'll have my Zoom open at the same time for those of you that are long distance. Okay, so only 2 packets left. Let me know ASAP. Otherwise, they'll be gone. Okay, so beautiful cards. Let me know, message me, let me know in the comments. Okay, upcoming classes. It's time to register for the Get Set for Spring Stamp Camp with Jennifer Cotton and myself. We're like pretty good stamping buddies. We vacation together if we can get our schedules to align. And if they don't align, hopefully we meet each other on a Stampin' Up trip or convention or something. But doing a class together gives us an extra excuse to hang out, even if it's over technology. So we are super excited to do our Get Set for Spring Stamp Camp again. I think this is our 5th time doing a stamp camp together. We love it. And let me see if I can. I did it once before where I was kind of able to show you my screen. Oh, look, I think it's working. Or not. Maybe it's not working. Oh, yes. Sorry. For those of you new watching, just get used to it. I'm so sorry. But technology and I are not the bestest of friends, and it always takes me a while to figure things out. But hopefully you can see the little flyer for a Get Set for Spring Stamp Camp. The link to register should be in the description. It is meant to be a creative and fun escape for you. You're going to actually make 10 different projects. We will pre-cut them for you, so anyone in the US or Canada can register. If you're in the US, you'll register with Jennifer. If you're in Canada, you'll register with me. And you'll get a product goodie bag. You'll get access to an exclusive Facebook group. We are planning to do most of the fun on the last Saturday in February. But if you're not available that day, everything in the Facebook group is available for you to look at later. Although we'd love to chat with you on the day. And you'll receive all the tutorials so that you can work on the projects, on the 10 projects at your own pace, in the leisure of your own home, and just enjoy. There are 2 bonus add-on classes that you can add on to the camp and save some shipping if you want, or you can just take those classes individually, but you wouldn't get access to our special Facebook group because that is exclusive for those that are part of the stamp camp. So I was going to show you the suite of products that we're going to use. We're going to be using the Regency Park suite, specifically, I think it's called Sentimental Park. Let's see. Can you see that? So those are not our actual projects, but that's the page in the catalog that uses the stamp set and the dies that we'll be using in our class. Now, the stamp set is not included as part of the class. It is an add-on if you wish, but I think some of you may already have that stamp set, so then you will be perfectly positioned to enjoy our class. But we will die cut everything for you. We'll cut all the papers to size as much as we can. You'll get some papers in your goodie bag. If you don't have that stamp set, you can certainly add it on as part of the class, or you can substitute with other stamps you may already own. As you can see, it's just a floral, cheerful kind of set. And you'll love the inspiration that we'll give you. So I hope you'll be able to register. Our two optional classes are the Playing in the Rain class and the On the Farm class. Okay, so sorry, this went on longer than I wanted, but just to let you know that those classes are available. You can register. You can message me if you want questions. If you're in the US, you actually get to participate too. Jennifer will take care of you. So that's the news. Oh, no. There's bigger news. Sorry, this happens every time. I should write a list. So October 2022 was my 15th stamp anniversary. And I had wanted to do some sort of celebration or party or do some different things, change it up. But I was still like transitioning to my new job. I got a new full-time job. And anyway, but it was still in my mind that I wanted to do something special to celebrate my 15th stamp anniversary. So keep staying in touch with me. Get on my newsletter list if you're not, because as soon as I might do a few special things, so you're not going to want to miss out. I haven't finalized everything, but one thing that's pretty much finalized, and it might already be on my registration list now by the time you get around to clicking it and everything, I am bringing back a monthly card class in person. So for those of you that can drive to the Markham area, I would love to see you in person. And it's a little different than before. We're not going to talk about before, actually. We're just going to talk about this fun thing that I want to do now. I'm calling it Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. Maybe we should call it LLC for short. And I'm hoping to do that one Tuesday a month, hopefully the second Tuesday of the month. I'm hoping to start in February because winter is when we need to lunch, laugh, and craft, don't you think? So I have spoken to the manager at the Swiss Chalet in Markham. I go there regularly with my husband, and it just seems like they don't have a private room, but it's a pretty big dining room. And at the back, it seems a little separated. And I was like, wouldn't it be great to have lunch and make cards together? And so I spoke to her, and she was like, yeah, that sounds like something we can do for you. And so come join me for Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. The cards, we'll make 3 cards for $20, and there'll be a special offer if you come. And all you have to do is just purchase your lunch. And so that's how we get to use the dining room, enjoy lunch together. I know we'll have some laughs together. I will bring all the supplies for the 3 cards, and we'll lunch, laugh, and craft together. So you'll just have to pay me the $20 for the class. And then for the 3 cards, bring a friend, lunch, laugh, and craft together. And obviously you pay the Swiss Chalet for the lunch that you choose. Okay, so isn't that exciting? So that's one of the things I'm doing to celebrate my 15-year stamp anniversary, is to get back to something that I have missed a lot during the pandemic, is to craft together in person with those of you who are able to come. And I'm so sorry if you're long distance and you can't make it to Markham for lunch, laugh, and craft. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm still going to be doing virtual options, just like our Get Set for Spring Stamp Camp. I'll still be here live, and there'll still be ways to connect with me. So I love crafting with you. So I think those are all my announcements. Let's get to the crafting. Of course, technology. Let's see if we can get my desktop in here. There we go. Okay, hopefully you can see my tabletop. And each month I like to grab a product and kind of showcase it and focus on it. And so this month it's kind of, I don't know, what is the product of the month? We're actually using 3 products in all the cards. Oh, I should have brought last week's card to show you guys, in case you missed last week. Do I have it here? Let me see. Okay. Yes, this is last week's card. Do you see it there? So we had a lot of fun with that last week, showing off the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper. Super easy and simple card because the paper is the showcase here. So of course it's Saleabration, so I have to show Saleabration as a key product this month, of course. Let me, so this paper that I'm showing you is absolutely free. It's one of the free Saleabration gifts that you can get with your shopping in January or February, but only while supplies last. And I happen to know that this was one of the biggest sellers of the Saleabration items. So I don't know how long it's going to be available, but it's called the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper. Okay, so I've been showcasing it a lot already if you've watched my Facebook parties and things. So we're going to play with it again today. And then the other product I wanted to showcase was this amazing bundle, the Something Fancy bundle. Okay. And it's got this great sentiment set. I love the font. And the words actually coordinate with the dies. So there's a variety of dies that are shaped to match the sentiments. Okay, so why don't we get started on our card? So I'm going to be using Sahara Sand as our card base. I don't know when the last time was that you used Sahara Sand. Sometimes we forget about it, but it belongs in the neutrals family. So I find neutrals cardstock family or neutral family colors, they play nice with everybody. So I knew it would work. And we'll cut it at 5.5 inches. And then we'll score it at 4 1/4. Okay. And then I'm going to take the Rich Razzleberry. And the reason why I chose Rich Razzleberry is because that color is a part of the Designer Series paper. And our Designer Series paper has our exclusive colors on the back. So you know which pack of paper uses which colors and you can coordinate accordingly. So let's get our Rich Razzleberry. Oh, no, I'm grabbing Blackberry Bliss by accident. Let's get the Rich Razzleberry. And I'm going to cut it just to give a layer, 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. Okay. Okay, so we'll just layer that on top. I'm not going to put my trimmer away because, oh, is my adhesive here? Yes, it is. Yay. You never know where things are in my craft room. So one thing I love about creating with Stampin' Up! Product, and I get super excited about it, is how everything matches, how easy it is to create. It's not hard to create, my friends. You don't have to be extra creative or extra talented. I really feel that our products make it easy to create. And then I'm going to grab, there's these like awesome kind of, like one side has all the flower designs and the back side has this really fun sort of multicolor wash on it. I'm going to grab that and I'm going to use this side. But you can see how the Razzleberry, it picks up. It coordinates so beautifully. I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. And then 3 inches by 4 inches. You know what? I want some of that razzleberry in here, so I'm going to use this side. And then, great. It just feels like it needs a little border. And so I'm going to pick up some of this Starry Sky here. Starry Sky is one of our in colors. So the fun thing about the in colors is that there are a set of 5 ink pads that you can get in the in colors. And I think they're at a discounted price as well. But if you're getting the ink pads, I would also pick up the refills while you can, because in colors, they only stay for 2 years. So once they're gone, they're gone. They don't always come back. Did I cut it at 4 inches? Looks a little long. Yeah, 4 inches. Okay, so what I did is I cut it at 4 inches by 3.5 inches. Okay, so just wondering whether we should do 3.5 inches. I might do 3.25. I don't want too big a border. I just want a little border here. I'm hearing a lot of action in my house upstairs. I am just literally waiting for someone to come barreling down. I don't know. And then they'll be in my video. Okay. Look at how easy that is. And all we need to finish it off is a beautiful sentiment from our Something Fancy stamp set. So why don't we glue this down? I love our seal adhesive. I find it, I mean, everybody has their own favorite adhesive. So no shame if seal is not your favorite, but it is my favorite. I find that I can just roll it. But the trick is, if you're not friends with it, if you haven't made peace with it, sometimes people have trouble knowing how to roll it and how to break the adhesive. But I find you have to just kind of do this wrist flexion to break the adhesive, and then it rolls so nicely. It's just perfect. So, but I know I have heard from some people that they just haven't been able to make peace with it. They can't figure out the right angle to roll. And for some reason, once I got it, I got it. And now we are like, we're married. I love my seal. Okay. So you see where we're going here? I just want to put a nice sentiment, but I thought I'd go back to our nice Sahara sand. Okay, so it's unusual actually for me not to use basic white at all. Almost every card I use basic white, but I thought I'd stick with a different neutral this time and go with Sahara sand. Why don't I die cut it first? So let's use the dies. And I'm going to use the Something Fancy dies are perfect label dies. And of course, they were created to coordinate with these. So I'm going to take the 2 smaller ones because I think it will go really nice as a sympathy card, or the You Matter to So Many. Yeah, we'll decide. Let's cut this using our cut and emboss machine. Let me grab my cut and emboss machine. And don't forget, you can get a mini cut and emboss machine right now during Saleabration. When you join my team, when you join Stampin' Up, you can get a mini cut and emboss machine for only $40 add-on to the amazing deal starter kit right now. The starter kit is only $200. You get to choose $225 worth of product, but you're only paying $135. Like that's incredible. So whether you're doing it for the savings, because once you purchase the starter kit, you can shop for yourself at a 20% discount, or whether you're doing it for the earnings to earn a supplemental income. And I'd be happy to help you with that because I'm a demonstrator who's been around for more than 15 years. And I have had the special opportunity to have a lot of experience with the business side of things and have learned a lot about Stampin' Up. And so I know it's not usual for people to do it as a business or to earn the rewards that I've earned. But with work and effort and excitement and enthusiasm, you never know what's possible. So, or whether you want to join for the fun, creative community. I mean, we have I mean, I already told you, Jennifer and I are like Stampin' Besties, and we would never have met if it weren't for Stampin' Up. So I'm so glad that I became a part of the community. Okay, sorry, I don't know if you saw how nicely these cut out. I think that's all I need my cut and emboss machine for. So I'll move this out of the way. And the link to join is just in the description. So if you're ready to go for it, just make sure you choose your $225 worth of product and you'll be set to go. Yeah, I think we'll go with the sympathy. And then, but if you want to shop to take advantage of Saleabration, that's great too. You can take advantage of all of them. Shopping, hosting, joining. I love doing private parties, actually. I find that friends always have just a nice time together. They have so much fun. And so who wouldn't want to have fun with their friends, especially during winter in Canada? Hello. Oh, I'm missing my starry sky. That's a bit scary. Oh, you know what? True story. I haven't unpacked from the appreciation event that was like a week and a half ago. I think it's still in the bucket. Let me check. Okay, true story. I found it. So I wish I had, enthusiasm to clean my craft cave. Remember that one time? I can't remember when it was. It was probably like 4 weeks ago when I showed you guys my craft cave because it was so clean and it was so unusual that it was so clean. Yeah. Well, we're back to the reality now. That New Year's resolution didn't last very long. Okay. There we go. So stamping is that easy. I just tapped on the ink pad, pushed onto the cardstock, and the beautiful artwork, or in this case, the sentiments, the fonts, came out perfectly. That's the difference with high quality stamps from Stampin' Up! Compared to, crummy no-name dollar store stamps. Okay. Let me just close this. Okay, I think I'll pop it up to give it a little bit of texture. Oh, I got starry sky on my fingers, so I'm just going to have to be careful about that so I don't get it on my card. Try to. Okay, and then I can't leave it like that. It looks great, but it's calling. Something's calling to me. And so I'm going to grab some coordinating starry sky ribbon. So this is our metallic ribbon, metallic woven ribbon, and it comes in all the new in colors. So I'm just grabbing the starry sky one, and I'm going to do kind of like a big bow, a big loopy bow. So this is something I've been seeing more often, is sort of these big bows. I don't know. I'm just trying to make kind of a bigger type of bow. Let's see how that works. We'll give it a snip with our paper snips. And what I see is that we can hide it behind. So we'll put the bow down first, and then we'll put the sentiment on top. Can you see where I'm going with that? So let's do that. Oh, it feels so wonderful to have like a larger bow. So what's the word, like abundance. Like, we're not going to be chintzy with our ribbon, right? Especially this is a sympathy card. We want to be generous. We want to be letting them know that we're thinking of them. Okay. And so we can just pop the sentiment slightly on top. Often I put my bows on top, but I've been seeing more and more some people putting their bows kind of underneath. And it just gives kind of a different look and a different effect. And then we've got that touch of color there. Okay, these little dimensional backings everywhere, all over. You never know where you're going to find them in our house. I always think, like, 300 million years from now, when they do an archaeological dig, they'll find these little dimensional backings. I guess they would have degenerated by then, but I wonder what they would imagine that it would be for. Okay, and then the pièce de résistance, I think, is to use the adhesive back milky dots. Adhesive back milky dots, I think that's what it's called. Some of you may be getting these as part of your party perks. Oh, I have to check if my order came in with the party perks to mail those off. Okay, so let me grab that and we'll put, where did I have it originally on my card? Put one here. Maybe another one up here. Okay. Just a little bit of gems, a little bit of color with the ribbon, and there's our card. Okay, so last week we showed off this using exactly the same stamp set, exactly the same paper. Okay, just different sentiments in the set, different designs in the paper, but they're from the same set, the same pack. Yet two totally different cards. That's what I love about stamping and creating. Okay, and then I'll show you a couple of swap cards I've received using the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper. There's this one from Linda Yamamoto. See how she used it as a background there? And this stamp set is actually also a Saleabration freebie with your 120 purchase. And someone was asking me at my customer appreciation event how they managed to color in that flower. My friends, that is a stamp. Stampin' Up! Designed the stamp to have dark parts and light parts. That's their whatever, manufacturing technology. And then here's another one using the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper as well. Who's this one from? I don't know. They didn't put their name. But thank you for your swap card, whoever made this one. So that just gives you an idea of the beautiful Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper that's free during Saleabration. Saleabration is the best time to shop because of all the bonus freebies you get. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. So great to craft with you. Let's see whether I can get myself back here. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you feel inspired to do a little crafting on your own. And don't forget my special offer of if you place a $60 online order on my store, then you can receive the make and take packets that for the cards that I'll be showcasing next month in February. You'll get 4 pre-cut card pieces. So that's a special Stampin' for Fun offer from me, and I love to connect with you. So make sure to drop some comments. Tell me what you thought of the cards. Tell me a bit about yourself. It's just a way that we can connect. And I like to draw a winner, so from the comments, so someone might get some happy mail. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Make sure to check out my class registration list because I love to keep the Stampin' Fun going. Get Set for Spring Stamp Camp, Playing in the Rain, On the Farm class, and the very exciting 15th Stampiversary celebration class that I've decided to launch is the Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. So I would love to lunch and craft with you in markup. Have a great day. Bye for now.